Hey, sweetie. Hi, baby. You're the only one here so far. That's so sweet of you. I gotta go get something. I'll be right back. Hey, people. Oh, look at everybody here. Three whole people. I got Barry. I got Jess. I got Colleen. I got Xavion. Hi, Zay. Hey. Zay, did you see Papa? Oh, you love the title? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I do too. Yes, it's definitely a topic tonight. Yes, four to be exact, Zay. Yeah, you saw Papa. Barry, where you at? Did you say hi? Did you say hi to Zay, Barry? Yes, it's definitely a. Yeah. Yes, it's definitely a topic that should be addressed. I won't mention names, but definitely. Because it happens far too often with far too many people. I just want to make sure I'm not the only one. Yes, it is. Oh, Zay, we're not going to talk about who, because there's a lot of people that do it. But I'm glad that you're here because you're young and you need to know about these things coming up, that you can't trust people always, no matter how nice they may be to you at some point. You got to be very careful because there's some scammers out here that they scam and they play that. Yeah, okay. They scam and pretend that they're, about it. But that's part of the ruse. At least be an adult and answer. Because I'm a firm believer that if you don't have anything else, if you don't have a pot to piss in, if you've got your integrity, that's all that counts. Without your integrity, everything else is garbage. Good intentions or whatever. Maybe good intentions are not really good intentions. And I, for one, am tired of people doing shit like that to me. Because when I give to people, I give from my heart. And I'll give you the last that I may have. But when you ask me for it, that's a different story. I've given people, and I'm not trying to brag or anything like that, because this is just something that I've always come to believe. Hi, Mary. How are you? Wait, Mary's in the house. Mary's in the house. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Oh, this damn box. Hi, Mary. How you doing this evening?
Not too shabby. Thanks for asking.
I wasn't talking to you.
Okay.
Okay, why is Siri talking to me? Did you hear that? Siri says, I'm fine, and you? Hi, Mary. Thank you for supporting my grandmother on her journey on YouTube. Oh, thank you, Savion. That is so sweet. Mary, meet Z Man 2.0. That's my grandson. You said you're better now. Oh, were you feeling, you weren't feeling too well earlier? Mary said, Hey, Z. That's my heart. Yeah, but what I was trying to say though about when people, and maybe I'm jumping the gun. Maybe I should wait a little while before I the first time I ever got applause to come into a chat. Hey, let's do it again. Oh, and Mary, we do have our daily dance off too. So you're free to dance with us, but this is our little theme song. Okay. So my. We're silly. We silly. We silly. Colleen gave me emojis. She's got her little emojis and robot. So you got to pick an emoji, Mary. There you go. She already knows. She got her emoji in there, her emoji. So when we hear that music, just hit your emoji and do your dance. Mama, I might gotta cop some merch. From where, sweetie? Where you gotta cop some merch from? And who's copping it for you? Skippy toilet. Stop. Does anybody else know the significance of skibbity toilet? I do not understand that. These kids come up with some of the darndest things. Skibbity toilet. It's a head in a toilet with skibbity backache. I have a backache. So is that a skibbity backache? Or skibbity bad knees? That's all I can read. The emojis tell it all. But no, getting back to what I was trying to say on the topic for the night is that I get joy out of giving to people. I get a joy out of it. And they don't necessarily have to need it. But it's just like sharing a part of myself. And I'm a firm believer that when you bless people, God will bless you in return. Okay. And I'm not doing it to get blessed. Wait, when are you going to come out with your merch? My merch is already on my page, Zay. You haven't seen it, huh? That tells me you haven't looked at my channel lately. I have merch. I'm going to get better merch because Jess told me about another company that does even better work than the one that I'm working with now. So go look at my channels, eh? You don't have to look right now. But yeah, Jess, I'm gonna go through the one that you told me about. Because the other one, I'm gonna make my own logo. Yes, I have merch. It's on my page. It's on my homepage. I've had it since I think January or February. So yeah. Thank you. Mama, do it on Ninja. It's super good. Okay, I'll take that into consideration. There's my girl. Faye is in the house. Faye is here. Oh, here we go. She's here. Here she is, Miss Faye. What in the freak is wrong with this button? There we go. Yay. Okay, Faye, here we go. Get ready to get your dance emoji up, Faye. You ready? We got to do our dance. She said gigs. Okay, we're done. All right, we got robot. That robot kills me. Okay, just that's another one. Oh my God. But what I was saying is um I'm a firm believer that if you bless people, God will bless you in return. And you don't do it just to be blessed. You just do it because it's the nice thing to do. However, there is when someone borrows from you, especially if you've helped them in the past and you've pretty much demonstrated that you, number one, have a kind heart. Number two, um, can afford to maybe help out when necessary. I am now eating frozen grapes. My dad got cotton candy grapes. Taste like cotton candy. Oh, I heard about those. And I put some in a bag with lemon juice and a little sugar, then froze them. It's the best. Hello. That's what I'm trying to do. Um, when you borrow from someone, the least you can do if you cannot pay them back, when you say that you're going to pay them back, well, I won't even say when you say they're going to you're going to pay them back. Give them a time frame as to when you're going to pay them back. And if you cannot, be adult enough to say, I can't right now, blah, blah, blah. But when you get past that point and a person is asking you, when do you plan to pay me my money? And they ghost you, I got a problem with that. I don't care if you and that other person get along or not. Run me my money. Because it starts to make me think that maybe that's the reason why you don't maybe that's why you start tripping in the first place, to get out of paying it. Who knows? It makes me think all kind of things. Auntie ain't gonna say it on live. Run me my money, mofo. Yep. But that is the purpose of this live, because I want other people, yes. I want other people's input on this particular scenario, because it happens more often than we think. It happens with family, it happens with friends, it happens with used to be friends, friends that you thought were your friends. It happens with all kind of people, and it needs to be addressed. What is a good way to, if you're going to take a loss, how do you fulfill, other than, okay, God will take care of them? What do you also do? What, I mean, I'm not going to be petty and take it to court, but still, how do you address people that perpetrate character one way, but the character's not really that way? It's almost like politicians. Politicians go out there and they preach the, I'm the answer to the economy, especially when I owe you money, even if I don't know. Next day I work, I maybe I'm always at least saying, hey, I haven't worked yet, but I will hopefully be working. Yes, exactly. That's what an adult would do, Thay. And coming from a 19-year-old, that's impressive. That, but again, it's really sad when people, and again, I'm not naming names, but I'm not going to bite my tongue either. In the event that anybody sees this replay, live, whatever, they can get on the phone call. Glory be to God. I don't care. Let it be known. I know how to read the room, and I know what you're really about. And I'm not out to malign your character. You're doing a good job of that yourself. That's all I'm saying. People that do that, I mean, I've come up in life knowing people personally, not you. I'm talking about people. Yeah, that video you did. Honey, they act like that over 50 and 60, they. We talking about old people that act like that. That treat people like they're a collection agency or something. What, you ducking and dodging people now? Because you can't say, well, F you, I'm not giving it back to you. I mean, say what you mean so I can. Some people act like that to the grave. They sure do. They sure do. But they better be careful. They need to be careful, because that can eventually catch up with you. You know, the victimization, the victim mentality that's perpetrated eventually is found out that it's not true. It's all manipulation, it's all narcissism. 'Cause that's what narcissists do. Narcissists perpetrate a particular uh, personality as the mother or father Teresa of people. I'm just here to help everybody, and nobody treats me well. Victim me, poor me, poor me. I'm so depressed. That part. But see, I don't have to do all that. That's out there in them streets. I mean, you can't do that out there in them streets. And maybe that's why people do it on YouTube. That's probably exactly why they do it on YouTube, because I don't think that they would do that to a person that they have to see on the regular or have to avoid in person on the regular. Yes, because if that were the case, you'd be finding some kind of way to find that money, because people don't lay hands anymore. Eventually people get comfortable doing it to people, and they text their luck. They push their luck. Yep, they definitely push their luck. So, my question to y'all, have you ever ran into someone, or have you ever had a friend, be it as a kid, now, or in your recent past or whatever, that you were good friends with until you loaned them money? And it's not the money that caused you to lose your friendship, but I'm going to tell you a little story that I've discovered. There's a tendency of people, there's a certain type of people out there that do things to get out of. Oh yeah, they love story time. Yes, yes. Now, Mary, you and I are around. We're close to the same age, I would think. So you probably know. You too, Colleen. We're in a higher age bracket to where we've been through some shit. We've been through some things in life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying this to all the young people out there: as you grow older, before you get jobs and whatnot, get an understanding that it is not always good to help people just because they say they need it. Because God gives us all plain and common sense. And if you help people before they ask you for help, that should be enough. If you've helped people above and beyond anyone else in your group, your community, if you've helped that person or people more than anybody else. Hello, Anthony. How are you, love? I'm glad you're here. I'm sure you'll be able to weigh in on this topic. Okay, before I go any further, I'm going to get in the habit of welcoming everyone into the chat with the cheer when it works. Hey, Anthony, welcome to the cheer. Welcome to the chat. And then everybody get your emojis ready. Anthony, what we do is we have our little dance time. You got to pick an emoji. It'll be your dance emoji. And when we play our little theme song, just start hitting your little dance emoji. Thay's already started. Thay's got her John Travolta thing going on. Jess has her robot going on. So try to find some kind of an emoji that's a dance emoji. And I'm going to play the music, and you just start hitting that emoji and dance with us, okay? Let's shake off some of the bad demonic spirits that's going on up in these YouTube streets. One, two, three. Ah, sorry. Okay, that didn't go all that well, but Cassidy Johnson said, money and friendship don't mix. I lost my best friend because of it. Don't tell friends how you're doing financially. Amen, Cassidy. You are absolutely right. But you know what? What I've also found, Cassidy, is that sometimes you don't even have to tell them how you're doing financially. People look at you and scope you out to see how you living. You know what I'm saying? I've come to find that out as well. Just over the last, I would have to say over the last 10 years, but especially lately, people can see just by how you're generous to people. They figure, oh, you must be rich. You must have it going on. Or, you know what I'm saying? I don't consider myself rich, but I do consider myself rich in the spirit that God gave me to bless others, and I will be blessed in return. And I don't look for those blessings the same way that I gave them. I can be blessed in another way. It's not always money. Somebody can bless me with a good word that I need at a time that I need the most. You know what I'm saying? But when you've got people out there that ghost you after they've borrowed money from you, that's lack of care. That's a character that I don't want. So, Anthony, what is your take on that? Coming from a biblical sense. I want to get your input on that as well, because we've got different aspects of life in this chat right now. And um I know you to be a very spiritual man, and I know you know that book. I know you know that word. And sometimes, even if we know the word, sometimes we don't use the word in which it's meant to be used. But I'm a firm believer that, number one, God helps those that help themselves. But number two, if you're blessing somebody out of the goodness of your heart, and then they come and ask you later to borrow money, and then they don't pay you back, as a matter of fact, out of the blue, you're no longer speaking. You've picked a fight of some kind, some petty butt hurt. It's not even a fight. It's a misunderstanding that didn't have to go any further. Yeah, they do need to be prayed for, but it makes me believe that that was why you react the way you do, to get out of taking care of your responsibility. And that's where I'm going to come from in this story I'm going to tell you. The blessing on your life is seen by all, even you don't even see it yourself. That's right. That's absolutely right. And people will capitalize on that when they see it. But God is good, and he protects us from those types of people, you know. But I'm going to tell you a little something, a little story that people like to size you up. Absolutely, Cassidy. Let me tell you what happened several years ago. Now, for those of you who don't know, my husband's a pastor, and he pastored a church, I think it was 13 years ago. About 13 years ago, he had pastored it for quite a while. I'd say about 10 years. And we became good friends with another couple, okay? And that other couple fell on hard times. And I decided, okay, let me try to help in some kind of way. And they were about to lose both of their vehicles to um God, what repossession. They were about to lose both of their vehicles to repossession. And at the time, I was doing some work in my backyard. And the husband, thank you, Repo. The husband offered to, he said, is there any work I can do around here? I can't pay you back right now. Maybe I can work for the money you give us. I said, bet, no problem. So I have a very large backyard where my daycare playground is. Cassidy Johnson, I subscribe to you. I think trains are a super cool part of history, and it's fascinating. Y'all know so much about them. You know about trains. Oh my goodness. Cool, Cassidy. We'll talk about that because my uncle used to work for Burlington. Wait, was it Burlington Northern? He worked on the train. They called him George back in his day. Um, but anyway, me and the husband agreed that he would do some work in my backyard. I had this over of blackberry bushes back there. And for those of you who don't know about blackberry bushes, they grow out of control. And because I have kids here and the playground is back there, it would just be my luck that a little kid would run by one of those branches that are growing out and over, and they run into it and it'll snag them. They're just like rose bushes. They've got those very, very invasive. They've got those real thick, hard thorns that if they get you, they get you. And they can tear you up if you fall in there or something. So he agreed, him and his wife agreed, yes, we'll come out and we will rid you of your blackberry bushes. Now, I paid them up front $750, and I gave another $75 to get her hair done. There. So that's included in the money. And at that particular time, there was another member of the church. Yes, they. Yes, this is it. Tore my behind up when I fell in it. Oh man, tell me about it. Ooh, them bad boys are unforgiving, huh, Anthony? They will tear you up. And blackberry bushes do the same thing. They grow out, they have these long vines and they grow out of the ground like trees. They actually grow over the other side of the fence on city property, and they grow over the fence into my property. And when I tell the city to do something about it, they say it's not our problem. It's not on our property anymore. You fell in, you fell in one in my backyard, baby. Oh yeah, that was not good. That was pretty nasty. So, um, we made a deal. Okay, you do the work, and we'll be even. Now, there was another member at that time who went to our church, and she was diagnosed with cancer, and she owned a home, not a great big home, but she had some work she wanted done in her house, and she didn't have any money. So she struck a deal with the husband for $100 here, $100 there, and he would do some of this remodeling work that she wanted done to her kitchen, I guess it was. And So a month goes by. Nobody's set foot in my backyard yet. Now, mind you, we go to church. We're in the choir together. She was the director of the choir. I was the co-director of the choir. My husband's the pastor. We see each other every Sunday. Yeah, Anthony. No, he didn't. So we see each other on a very regular basis. Thank you, Thay. It's our family channel. I enjoy going out recording videos with them. So I'm like, okay, wait a minute. What's wrong with this picture? I've already paid you. And you running over to her house. I understand she's got cancer. I'm so sorry. But she can't even hardly pay you. And you're running over there doing all this work that's way worth more than $150, $200 a pop that she pays you once a week. But I peep game after a while. It took me a minute to figure it out, but I said, well, he already got the money from me. So now he's going to where the rest of the money is. Okay? Hold on. I need to stop these doggone calls from coming in. Okay. So I finally badgered him enough. Yes. I badgered him enough to get them to come over and start working on my backyard. Because you done got paid. It's been a month. You haven't done anything yet. Okay. There's always some excuse that you've got to do this, that, and the third. But you wasn't too busy to come get that money, though. Exactly. Ducking and dodging that work. I'll get to it. Like Martin said, hope up, hope up. What the hell you doing, dude? Yes. So I finally got them out here. They spent all of 3 hours in my backyard. That didn't put a dent in the work that needed to be done. First of all, when you're getting rid of blackberry bushes, you got to, first of all, you got to kill them. So that means you got to get the stuff to kill them. And then you can start cutting them from the base as far to the ground, as close to the ground as you can. But no, they just went out there and started chopping them like they're trimming hedges or something. And I'm like, no, 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 no. That wasn't what we agreed on. Okay. So, okay, we'll do it. Hold up. These daggone auto spell or my thumbs either. I know what you mean, Anthony. But anyway, so they spent all of maybe 3 hours, if that, to be honest with you, because a lot of the time I would look out there and they were sitting there on the ground talking, not working. And so when they left, they said, "We'll be right back. We got to go get our daughter something to eat or something, and some excuse to get away from here." So they left and they didn't come back. This story is where that what sound effect would be perfect. Yes. Where is it? That part. But I'm not going to use that yet because the what part ain't up yet. So a couple more weeks pass, and I'm saying, when are you guys coming back out here to finish the job? You know, you guys haven't even hauled the stuff away that you cut down. So they said, well, we'll get to it. We'll be out there this weekend. And then all of a sudden, I don't even remember what the issue was, but they concocted some cockamamie reason to pick a fight with us. Not a fist fight, but a disagreement. and they made it church related. And I understand the cunning in this because it gave them a reason to leave. Hey, Auntie, did you lay hands on them in while in the prayer? No, honey. I don't lay hands on everybody. I don't want everybody's spirit jumping off on me for one thing. And some spirits, my laying hands may not be for prayer. That's another story. Oh, I forgot to tell you that story. I'll tell you that one later, but it won't be tonight. But yeah, back in my younger days, I did lay hands on a few people, laying fists and other things that bruise and cut. For real, negative energy and ugliness is contagious, and we can't let them nasties touch us. Exactly. So they concocted some cockamamie reason to have a problem with us, meaning having a problem with my husband because he's the pastor. And it was this dumbest thing. But then come to find out the husband is having an affair with a cousin's wife. No, I'm sorry. The wife, let me get it right. The wife is having an affair with a cousin's husband. No, you didn't hear about this part, they. See, this is what caused the great division and made them all leave. Because there were two couples. One was family, one was not. And the three couples used to chill together, and suddenly we found out that they was chilling without us. We was like, okay, whatever. So come to find out that hubby that was working on my backyard found out that wifey was messing with a cousin of ours, and his wife didn't know. Okay, so that was the basis for them to basically leave the church. Ain't that wild? That's the what. That's the what. They concocted a reason, or should I say, they revealed, the husband specifically revealed a reason to leave the church because he couldn't be comfortable being here with this cousin, which the cousin left for the same reason. I don't feel comfortable being there after I've screwed his wife, you know, church folk. But I said all that to say this: people will go to great lengths to get out of paying you back. That is the moral of this story. People will go to great lengths. They will compromise their own integrity and jeopardize their perception from others. I don't know about y'all, but the older I get, I just want peace. Amen. I don't want arguing or fighting with my friends and family. It's so hard sometimes. Absolutely, Cassidy. Absolutely, Cassidy. You don't want to be, nobody wants to be in that drama. I'm too old to be involved in that kind of drama. Anthony said, yep, say it again, Auntie. It's true. It's so true. You get to a certain age and you just don't want that kind of drama. But then sometimes you got to put your foot down at some point in time and let it be known that I'm not the one. Because that's why they do it over and over and over again. I'm almost willing to bet that I'm not the first one and I'm not the last. And no good comes to people that do that, that narcissism, that, oh, I'm wearing my robe of integrity and I'm out here to be the help to the world, or the YouTube guru, or whatever you want to call me. I'm here to help. And all the while, you doing some underhanded stuff. And then you wonder why people don't stay around you long. At some point in time, you got to understand that you are the common denominator, not all those other people out there that used to be around you, because there may have been a crowd of some sort around you at some point in time. Yeah, they might be listening now. At this point, I could give two shits. Yes, I said two shits. Whether they're watching me or not, they can run back, run tell that. I don't care. I ain't named no names. But if you're guilty of it, you're guilty of it. Now, I'm going to say it one more time in case you didn't see my text message. I'm going to put it out there right now. Run me up my damn money. Do you understand? And I want it all the way I gave it to you. Run me up my money. I'm tired of playing with people. I'm tired of playing with people. I've given my best to people, and they get butt hurt over something petty, and the next thing you know, you icing me out, and that's fine. Give me my money. Give me my money. I'll go. I ain't gotta stay. I don't want to stay around nobody that don't want to be around me. But what you ain't gonna do is dog me out, kick me to the curb, and you still owe me some money. The math ain't math, and 8 people, 5 likes. Let's get this math correct. Smash the like button, Auntie speaking truth. That's right. I've been quiet long enough. I've been quiet long enough. And if it took all this, if it took all that to get to this point, then God thank you. It taught me another lesson. But I'm still going to bless people as He gives me the unction to do so. But if anybody asks to borrow money from me at any point in time again, I'm going to have to say a big resounding no. Because if I give you money, I don't expect it in return. But if I loan you money, I expect it in return. Because I didn't initiate the exchange. You came to me and you asked from me. And if you ask from me and we have an understanding that you're going to pay me back, and I'm not talking about in installments. You didn't get it in installments. If you're gonna get some money from me, pay me back the same way you got it. And if I don't hear anything soon, I'll start talking about the other money that I gave with my open heart before the borrowing. So I'm putting it out here. I'm tired of playing games. They can see the replay if they want to. I'm sure somebody will run and tell them. I don't care. But I didn't place 2 text messages, and I ain't got an answer yet. And I loaned this money in January. I don't want to hear about I don't have a job right now. I don't want to hear it. Give me my money. Go borrow it from somebody else so you can pay me. I don't care what you got to do. Stop, Z-Man. Don't do that. Don't do that, Zay. So I'm just saying what I'm saying. I'm not naming names, but I'm sure it'll get back. I would rather give money to people on the streets than family or friends anymore. At least they appreciate it. Exactly. And that's what I thought I was doing with this individual. Hi, Pierre. Are you still in the riots of Turkey? Pierre de View. How are you, sweetheart? I hope you're safe. That part, Jess, that is true. Oh, no, you were? You were arrested last night? Oh my goodness, but who got you out, sweetheart? Pierre. Oh my goodness. But you're okay. You guys, Pierre is in Turkey and got caught up in the riots over there last night. So I'm praying for your safety, sir. Police not tolerate the riots. They got us, but I'm okay though. Okay. Yeah, see, it's nothing like over here. I don't know how they operate in these other foreign countries. I mean, I have my beliefs about America. It's got some twisted things going on here, but one thing is for sure, I would rather be here than anywhere else in a situation like that. Yes, as long as you're okay. Now, Pierre, do you live in Turkey or I thought you lived somewhere else? I thought you lived in the UK or something. Am I right? I cannot forget Pierre. That word, that name is so elegant. Pierre. I'm living in Turkey because of business. Fresh out from Sicily. Oh, okay. Man, Sicily. Oh my goodness. Le Mans, France. What a beautiful part of the world, France. Now, Pierre, don't take this the wrong way, but when I think of you now, I'm going to think of Pepe Le Pew. Not because he stinks, because no, it's not because of that. Because he was such a sweet, he was, oh my love, mwah, 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 mwah. And he was always chasing that cat because he thought that cat was another skunk. And I love Pierre. I love Pepe Le Pew. So you will be my Pierre Le Pew. When is cherry blossom season in Seattle? The videos I've seen look so beautiful. Oh my God, I think it's in the spring. Just depends on how soon the spring comes, Cassidy. But yes, it is very beautiful. Pierre, I love you so much. You take care of yourself. You take care of yourself. You are my Pepe Pierre. It is definitely coming up soon, Jess. Yep. Cherry blossom season is coming soon in Seattle, to a Seattle near you. But yes, I encourage anybody that wants to, hey, if you want to get away to another part of the country and see something different, come to Seattle because summertime in Seattle is off the chain. We got Seafair, the Seafair season where we get the hydroplane races and uh, Bite of Seattle and all the community festivals. It's beautiful here in the summertime. Even, I mean, some of the concerts, the outdoor concerts that they have, free concerts at that. Can't beat that with an ugly stick. So Pierre, how long are you gonna be staying in Turkey? You said you're there because of business. Awkward silence. You still there, Pierre? Pierre, wee wee. Pierre. I'm about to move to Seattle in 6 months. Yes. Oh my goodness, Jess. Pierre is coming to Seattle in 6 months. That is off the chain. Okay, so but it'll be after summer though. But that's cool. You'll still enjoy yourself. I wish it was in less than 6 months, more like 3 months. If it was 3 months, boy, that would be real. That'd be cool. You'd be here just in time for the summer. Summertime to me is the best time for Seattle. That's our best time. The weather's really nice. Sometimes it gets too hot, but it can get really nice. And oh, Jess said, do you know where you want to live? I hope Seattle will help me for insurance business. Oh, okay. What kind of insurance, Pierre? Yeah, heart of Seattle is expensive. At downtown Seattle is no joke, but it's always up. It's almost like, to a certain degree, sometimes it's almost like New York. There's always people out there on the street. I visited the last 3 years over the 4th of July. And it was so beautiful. The waterfront is amazing with construction almost done. Absolutely, Cassidy. Absolutely. And they're continuously building, 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 building. We've got more buildings than people that can, we have enough homeless people here that could move into all of those empty buildings and that would solve the homeless problem. I don't know where all these people are going to move into these empty buildings. They need to just move the homeless off the streets and put them in those buildings. But that's too much like right. So, what can I say? Wow, I've been on here for almost an hour so far. Seems like it just went like that. Still got another hour. If you ever need help, then Auntie and I know. We can tell you which cities are good depending on what you are looking for. Absolutely. And it would also help to know what kind of insurance you're talking about. Pierre said it. I hate when people borrow money and ghost me. I do too, Pierre. So you must have caught my rant. It flies. Yes, it definitely flies. But yes, you've definitely got to bless to crochet. Welcome to the chat, sweetheart. How are you? How are you this evening? Oh, I used to crochet all the time. Oh my God. What do you make, Bless? What do you crochet? I have lots of that. What you mean, Mary? You have lots of crocheting? What do you have lots of, hun? I'm geriatric. Sometimes I can't follow the chat the way I should. Hanging in there. My favorite is blankets. It's like giving people a big hug. Amen. I love blankets too. I'm changing the department. I'm insurance manager. Traffic insurance would be perfect. Uh-oh. Okay, so you mean car insurance? Vehicle insurance? No, I have lots of people that borrowed money that never gave it back. That part. Me too. I've never visited San Francisco and thinking about doing it this year. Have any of you visited? I actually used to work in San Francisco, Cassidy. San Francisco is Seattle's sister city. San Francisco is a beautiful place too. A lot of hills, just like Seattle, on the water, just like Seattle. It's a port city to a certain degree. Um, yeah, it's. I used to work there back in the late '70s, long time ago, long time ago. But yeah, they had the BART system at the time. Pimps, limps, and the live. Oh Lord, Gen X is in the house. Welcome, sir. Welcome, Gen X. Yay! Okay, Gen X. Gen X, Pierre, blessed. Let me make sure I got everybody, if we haven't done so already. What we do when people come in, we cheer them in here, and then we have a theme song. I need you to I need you to find a dancing emoji of some kind. Real quick, real quick. I know the math ain't mathing, but it's okay. It'll make sense in a minute. I need you to find I need you to find. You leaving, Zay? Don't leave yet. Dance with us first. Finding a dancing emoji. Jess is in the house, so you guys can dance together. And I'm gonna play our theme music, and we're gonna have a little dance session, as we always do when people come in. Okay, just to loosen everybody up. So does everybody have their emojis ready? If you don't have one ready, just hit anything. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Jess did the robot. Where's everybody else's dances at? There's Xavion. Xavion got his dance on. Jess got hers. Pierre's got his going. Blessed has hers. All right. That's something we just started doing recently. I have to put this little box to use all the time I can. Yeah, that part. That part too. Better run me up my money. Run me up my money. Okay, that wasn't very nice of me. Blessed to crochet. Can I share something with you? I want to show something I crocheted. I really want to share something with you that I made. I haven't crocheted in a while. It's been about 5 years. Four or 5 years. If you tell me yes, I'll go grab it. I'll be right back. I made this sweater with the hood. And it's a long, wait, I can't stand up that tall, but it's fairly tall, just above the knee. Okay, I'm not showing you very well, but if you understand, you can get the gist of it. Should I put it on? I'll put it on. I'll model it for you. I never get to wear it, but now that Blessed to Crochet is in the house, I have a reason to put it on. The buttons are actually big. Dang it. Okay, maybe not. Oh, there we go. It was kind of hung up. I really need to straighten out. I need to stretch out these buttonholes because these buttons are very large. And I promise I will not try to button it back up. Come on. And there's also a scarf. There's a scarf that I made to go with it, but it's up in the closet somewhere. I don't know where. I never wear this thing. Okay. Oh, here's the scarf right there and right up under my nose. Okay. Let me see if I'm doing this the right side. Wait. Okay, there we go. Da, 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 da. You can't see the whole thing because it's long. So this is the sweater I made. Thank you. Wait a minute. Sorry for your luck. Gen X, you're welcome. No, I didn't catch you Sunday 2 weeks ago on Sunday. My aunt passed away, so I'm just getting back into the swing of things. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. How long did it take to make? It took me about 2 months. And I worked on it every day for 2 months. But it's very warm and it's extra long. I noticed you, Gen X. I noticed you the minute you came in. That's why I played the music. I told you to get your emoji and dance with us. Right? I saw you, Gen X, as soon as you came in the room. Didn't I tell him? Didn't I tell Gen X, grab your emoji and dance with us? Here it comes. What's coming? I see, Jess. Oh, I was behind in the line. See, that's not my fault. That's not my fault. Too much broccoli. Oh my God. You didn't even get to dance with us. We all got our little dancing emojis and we did our little dance. But I'm still glad to see you here. Nope, nope. No forgiveness. No, I'm just kidding, hun. You know that's not a problem with me. Get to the man on track. Wait, just wait. They said just get to man on track. I missed the dance. Okay, you ready to dance? Yes. Gen X, you got to get an emoji. You got to get an emoji, a dancing emoji. And I'm going to count down. You ready? It can even be broccoli. Dancing broccoli. I'm going to count down to 0. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right. See? You got it. He said, let's go. Gen X says, I'm always ready. That's right. I'm always ready so I don't have to get ready. I stay ready so I don't have to get ready. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? I need to. Ooh, this sweater's hot. Hold on. I don't want to toss it, but I'm going to have to toss it out of my way. Ooh, man, that's hot. Stay ready. Oh, they said, jiggle them shoulders, Jess. Ooh, that hurts. I'm glad this is cut off from here on down. That would be too much, too much to be showing on camera. Although other folks don't seem to have a problem with that, but I'll leave that alone too. Orangutan titties are way too much. Orangutan titties are way too much. Orangutan titties are way too much. Okay, I was going off with them shoulders. Oh, shame on us. We are so bad. Oh, but in such a good way. uh, you ain't got no orangutan titties, Gen X. Just said, hmm? Oh my God. Oh God. Well, I'm gonna leave the orangutan titties alone. Oh, those are just for orangutans. You're not an orangutan, Gen X. She will like them. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, we certainly do have fun when you come into the chat. I must say, Gen X, you are a hoot. You are definitely a hoot. What did I do with my lighter? Dang it. I dropped it. You're different, that's for sure. Well, see, that's the good thing about you. You're not a carbon copy of anyone else. As long as you're being authentic and being yourself, that's all we care about. As I'm sure we all feel the same. So we just a little family here. We take each other for what we worth and what we bring to the table. No more, no less. Pinch 'em, girl. You'll see me smile. Oh my God, the visual. I can't take the visual out of my head. Oh God. Okay, I can't see this emoji, Jess. What is that? That's awfully tall. I mean small, not tall. Feel she feel that? Gotta squeeze them. Pinching is nothing. You just get a whole handful. He said, no, ma'am, harder. Okay, you guys, stop it. We still may have a child in the room. Oh God, he said, put some ass behind it. Jen, she's twisting now. Okay, you know what? Y'all remember Xavion was in here. He might still be here. Oops. Oh, sorry for the child, but you're gonna learn today. Oh no, he didn't. But you gonna learn today. Oh, God. These kids nowadays, they already know. Come to think of it, I'm telling they know too much as it is. I gotta do something about this seat. It is too low. Game over. Absolutely. I like the echo part. Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, we're having a good time. We're clowning now. Oh, my goodness. Where's the... Uh-oh. Oops. Oops. Game isn't over till the scoreboard says 0. That's right. I got to put something higher in this chair because I'm sitting way too low. Let me go find a pillow or something to sit on. Way too low. Oh, that's a little better. Bye, Big Flirt. You leaving? Okay, Jen. Okay, Gen X. Love you, babe. Did you switch hats? Who? Did who switch hats? He said he will keep the live on. Thank you, Thay. But I didn't switch hats. I've been wearing this hat since we. Oh, look at my ear. Since we started. Thank you. I wanted to do something different than a baseball cap. Oh, Xavion had one of these screws fall out of the bottom of my chair. I had to fix it. Okay. It's understood. It is definitely understood. Oh my goodness. Just said, hey. Maybe if I put one more pillow, I can sit even higher. Ooh wee. I'm way up there now. Oops. Dadgum wheels. I'm stuck. Oh, thank you. Thank you, blessed. Whew. This is much better. I'm right there in the middle instead of way down here like a little old lady. Oh, this is my change from the baseball cap. Thought I'd change it to something different. I was feeling kind of spicy. So I thought I'd wear something spicy. Oh, Okay, there's another Black Lion. Okay, he's live. I'll have to catch him later. I caught his live earlier while he was driving home. I love Black Lion and Mama Cricket. They're so sweet. Well, does anybody want to add anything to tonight's discussion that we didn't cover already? They cracks me up. I realize I'm just high, Auntie. I'm so happy BL told me about your channel. You have an amazing community. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you, Cassidy. Thank you so much for coming by. Now you're part of the family as well. So, love you, sweetheart. We'll give you a big kiss on the way out. Mwah! No gunshot. We won't do that.
Awesome!
Yeah, awesome. Yes. I don't know what that one would be for. Yeah, that's funny. I'll have to figure out when to use that one. Yeah. Yeah, this was a pretty good live. It really was. I feel much better. Sometimes you just have to vent. Definitely got to vent. So, I got it. Oh, Jess, you are popping up in my notifications now. Okay. Oh, God, yes, better than last night. Last night sucked ass. It was awful. I ain't lying. I was very disappointed. But you have to have bad nights to enjoy the good ones. That's right. That is absolutely right. So yeah, last night was one of those sucky ones. That it sucked. Sucked all the air out of the room. Because with nothing bad, then nothing would be good because there is nothing to compare it to. That's right. Today was really good and fun. Yes. I'm glad you guys had a good time. And since I went live earlier for about an hour, I'm gonna cut this one short, and you know, that'll give me an hour and a half, 2.5 hours today, because I'm already at an hour and a half now almost. Yes, honey, you have a wonderful night, Cassidy. Today was really good and fun. Cassidy, have a great night. Absolutely. Now, blessed to crochet. Where do you live at? What city and state do you live at, sweetheart? Blessed to crochet. Man, I used to love to crochet. I was obsessed with it. I'd buy patterns. I learned how to read the patterns. I was making baby clothes, booties, sweaters, shorts. Man, I went haywire with them and was selling them too. They sold very well. Uh-oh. A civil authority has issued a child abduction emergency for the following 8-year-old Black female named Larea Kinsey. Victim is for. Slow down. How are we supposed to read it that fast? Ohio. Okay. Cleveland, Ohio. Spokane County. Oh, wow. 4 feet 6. Boy, people better hold on to their kids. I deal with fibromyalgia, so it really helps with my pain level. I can see how that can be. That's a painful thing. Fibromyalgia. I knew somebody that had that too. And it was so sad to see them go through that. So totally understand. Uh-oh, I better turn this off. I didn't all of a sudden my music came on and I don't want to get hit with a copyright. Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan. So yeah, we got to be careful on YouTube not to get copywritten for even the slightest music. Mansfield, okay. Mansfield, Ohio. Okay, is it pretty cold there today or is it more springtime-ish? My favorite thing out of Ohio was the Ohio Players, one of my favorite funk bands of the 70s. The Ohio Players. They were the business. Excuse me. Well, you guys, are you guys ready to hit the road? Hit the road, Jack. Please come back some more, some more, some more, some more. Please come back. I have to think of a better song than that. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end the live. I think we've discussed quite a bit. If there's anything else anybody wants to talk about, it always makes me sad when the lives end. 38 degrees. Oh, God, that's pretty chilly still. I love you too, Thay. I love you to pieces. I love all of you to pieces. So we'll get together again soon. Blessed, it was really a pleasure to have you here tonight. It really was. And thank you for letting me show off my sweater to you. I don't get to do that often. Thank you, Colleen. You have a wonderful night as well. If you and Jess call, let me know and I'll join. Okay. Love you guys. I gotta help Memes with homework. Night, everyone. Night, Jess. We'll get together soon. Maybe later tonight. Okay? Because we have to have a little meeting anyway about our project. Okay? Mwah. Love you guys. Take care.